In a moment, I am going to invite you to return from your experience. In a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach the number 5, your eyes will open, you'll be wide awake, alert, refreshed, and feeling wonderful. 1. Returning to the room slowly. 2. Sensation returning to your body. 3. Feeling calm and confident. 4. Feeling more relaxed than you felt in a very long time. 5. Eyes open, alert, refreshed, and feeling good. And you do feel good, don't you?
Barbara has recently established the Amethyst Wellness Group, which specializes in providing hypnotherapy services.
So several years ago, I was working at a very stressful job. I'm a social worker, and I was experiencing a lot of post-traumatic stress symptoms, and a hypnotist really helped me. And I was really shocked at how well hypnosis worked for me. So I started to study it just out of interest. A few years later, I started experiencing some stress symptoms again at work. You know, I was good for about 3 years, and then the symptoms came back. So I immediately booked an appointment with another hypnotist, and it really helped me a lot. So I just decided to start studying it for fun, right? I wanted to learn more about it and learn more about self-hypnosis and how I could help myself instead of booking an appointment with someone every time I was stressed at work, which was pretty much weekly. So
I've known Barb for many years, and she was getting the hypnosis, and I was always like, oh, that is so up my field. Like, let me know when you start to teach, or when I could take a course, or I was just so interested. And then a few years went by, and she was working on everything, and I was so proud of her. And then I was out diving with my husband, and I ended up having a bad diving experience. After that, I was really nervous to dive. I'd only dive 8 feet, and then I'd panic and hit the surface. And my husband's a dive instructor, and so this was not beneficial for me because this was a sport we loved. I was telling Barb about this, and Barb's like, let me do some hypnosis on you. I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So we did the hypnosis, and after that, we're back diving. I have no more fears, no more scares, and all because of Barb doing the hypnosis on me. I have no more fears.
I met Barb last year, and I was already doing some personal research and in this kind of creating little bridges between what I was already doing with my art and learning about hypnosis and new kind of uses of language. And I basically just hit a point in my learning that I wanted to go and meet with somebody professionally. So I went and met with her and had a general sort of session, and then spoke to her about wanting to pursue learning further. And it was just kind of a serendipitous thing. She was, you know, offering a course, and so it was just one thing led to another, kind of, you know, hit a plateau in the learning, in my self-directed learning, and was fortunate enough to meet Barb, which, you know, was pretty nice because it led to, you know, getting my certification, and then it was right at the you know, watershed moment of her putting together this wonderful business and group and stuff. So it's nice to be on the ground floor of that. So.
What inspired me was my experience having received hypnotherapy myself for 2 separate incidents that went on. One to quit smoking, and another an unexpected event. So it affected me, like trauma type thing. And so I took the hypnotherapy just to learn more. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, maybe I can offer this to others.
Is it possible to pursue a career in hypnosis?
Well, anybody can be a hypnotist. There's no educational requirements for that, and hypnosis is not a regulated profession in Canada. If you want to be a hypnotherapist, though, really you should have a mental health background. So be like a licensed psychologist or psychometrist or social worker, which I am. So then you would be working more, using hypnosis in a clinical therapeutic setting instead of, you know, if you were a hypnotist, you would probably work more with maybe like stop smoking or weight loss or exam preparation or sports performance, you know, different things that doesn't really involve a mental health background to help the client.
We crew members of the documentary ended up participating in a session with Barbara.
I feel very, very relaxed.
I don't know, it was a very interesting feeling. It was very, very calm, very peaceful, I was in a trance essentially, that's what it was, right?
It was pretty overwhelming for the first time because I didn't really know what to expect, and the change I felt was far different than what I thought I would feel like. So
I would recommend it to my mother for sure. She really needs to relax. I'll definitely recommend it to my mother.